So yeah, this mode finally gets an update, and it's a little scuffed, I'll admit. Now I am kind of curious about this, like there's no prefix icons, and it's all gold based, but I assume that's what the admin did in their own like little server. This SS is kind of scuffed as well. Rewards for rookie, really. I feel like it should be master minimum, maybe diamond for like the parkour and boxing mains. And also I feel like there's gonna be like a lot of filler rewards. Like, come on. How many people actually care about a skin for a fish? And also the way this menu looks, although it does say that, it might change, it will change. It still looks ugly. I hope it's not the tree system from MM/Skywars. Now this is actually pretty decent. I hope settings actually means a decent amount of settings, not just one. Now personally I think they should actually like change the way Duels is, not just add more cosmetics, because I don't know how many people care about it. And obviously like most of the cosmetics will be like filler, like victory dances and stuff, which not many people care about. Everyone just cares about prefixes and colors. But I think they should bring back dodging, because come on, let's be real. This is not a competitive mode. This is literally cookie clicker with extra steps. Unless you play that mode, then yeah. Absolutely one-to-one the cookie clicker. I mean, in an ideal world, obviously dodging would be frowned upon, but come on. Like everyone can bot and cheat and do whatever they want, and not get banned for a decent amount of time. Also, quick bias suggestion, but for 100,000 sumo wins, they should make some sort of a golden apple cosmetic, like a victory dance, where the golden apples just fall around you. That would be awesome. And obviously make it for that mode. For no particular reason, of course. Another thing they should do is make double clicking actually part of the game instead of false banning you. Like, come on guys, why did I get year banned? It's bullshit, especially for a chat ban. That should probably go there and make my mute level high. But shows that I was extremely toxic. It does not belong near the cheating and boosting stuff. And also, lag ban. Although I haven't seen many cases of this anymore, it's still crazy the fact this can happen. And double clicking really should be a thing consistently. But obviously none of you will be false banned because you don't grind enough like me. Or used to, 400k in a year. Remember that? Good times. But yeah, I think they should definitely remove this competitive tag, because you can't even double click, which is just part of MC PvP. And obviously I can't prove that me and many people got false banned for double clicking, but just look into it guys, come on. And obviously since this is a podcasting channel, here's like some small little 5-minute to 10-minute interviews with some of the previous guests and their opinion on this quote-unquote update.
Okay, well, they're adding like a ton of rewards, like a ton. So in my post, I suggested that they add like 5, rewards per game. Because if you go in the duels menu right now, and let's say for Mega Wells, right, there's 5 different rewards, and there's like 4 coming soons. So I assumed that there would be, like a reward for 5K for Mega Wells, a reward for 10K, 25K, maybe 50K. That's what I thought it would be, but instead they're doing this other system where every game mode basically gets 12 rewards, I guess. Or is it 12? Yeah, 12. So that means, so how many duels game modes are there, including the updates? So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 14 right now. So we're gonna have 17 duels game modes, times that by 12. That's 204 rewards we're gonna have. Um, that's
Yeah.
kind of crazy. I don't know how they're doing that. It's just gonna be a bunch of like garbage. Uh,
You think it's all gonna be horrible?
it's just gonna be like, I don't know, like salmon kill effect. Like I don't know, but like I don't really care much about that. What I actually care about is like the titles and like gradients and stuff. Like they, I still hope they do like the rainbow thing. Like if you get all the colors, you get a rainbow title. I mean, the rewards thing is cool, I guess. It makes people play more games, but is it really worth it? I don't know. I feel like they could be spending their time on other stuff, like, the game modes, but they're still adding new game modes. Hopefully they're good. We'll see, but
Yeah. It's similar to the
I guess,
Skywars update, where every kid has like its own like little reward.
yeah. I hope they actually like update the game modes and stuff because game modes like Blitz and Scours need balancing. So they can focus on the cosmetics if they want, but they need to also make sure they don't put all their eggs into one basket and they still do other stuff like balancing other games and making sure everything is good. And then of course I want classic 2v2 really badly. Like they could
Yeah.
scrap all these cosmetics, I don't care, and just add classic 2v2. And they say it's a July release date. I mean they literally announced that the Duels update like a year ago. So they've had plenty of time, so the update shouldn't be rushed. Uh, I mean,
Aside from 2v2 and the gradient thing, is there anything else you want
yeah.
in an update?
I mean, I can just look at my post. I mean, I had so much stuff.
Of course.
I'll check real quick. Well, I want more leaderboards. That'd be like 2v2 leaderboards, like for UHG and Classic possibly. I also talked about like uses for tokens. Oh yeah, emblems. I think it'd be really cool if you have like a win count emblem. What else did I talk about? Yeah, just like new achievements would be really cool. New icons, new maps, blah blah blah. Oh yeah, here's another thing. I think that MVP plus plus private games should give a lot more accessibility, like a lot more. Okay, the most annoying thing about private games is that whenever you start a private game for any game mode in Hypixel, it takes 45 seconds for it to start. That's just completely unnecessary. There should be like a button you can press as the party leader where you can just automatically skip the 45-second timer. Like, I don't know how that's not a feature. And they could add so many things in private games. Like, they could add, tournaments, Red Robin. You could add, like, add, like, for example, bow duels. Okay, it's strictly 1v1, right? But you can make it like 4v4. You could add more
Slash
options,
spec
like you
too.
do, yeah, slash spec, more options for private games. Like you could have teams, you could add more stuff. Like I know they already have some stuff like low gravity and insta boom TNT, whatever. But I feel like there should be a lot more accessibility of that, and that's a good choice because people are gonna buy plus plus for that. Um,
Is that
what
it?
else? I mean, I have like all these general changes I wrote here, but I mean, another big thing. I don't know how they haven't done yet, but when someone's botting and they get banned, just wipe their wins. Like it's just obvious. They do that in Skyblock when someone gets banned. You wipe their stats, so wipe people's stats in duels when they're boosting or botting. Uh, Map selector for games and private games would be pretty cool for Bridge, especially. Uh, yeah, that's pretty much it. I just hope they're not just brushing it off and just putting all these random shit rewards like from Scours and Bed Wars and just calling it a day. That's pretty much it. Classic 2v2, please, or I'm fucking riding. Okay.
I think it's from the looks, especially from the Duelists Odyssey, whatever. If it's actually that the titles are going to be the same color, I think that's dumb. Because I wonder what's going to happen to like the actual, the colors I already have. I think that's just to display all your titles and not actually to like select them and use them. I mean, I hope so. As for the second screenshot that they sent, by the looks of it, each individual like title, like all the way from rookie to ascended, is gonna get a cosmetic. I think that's gonna be dumb because my math is right. I don't know how many duels ones there are, like 13, 14 times whatever titles. That's a whole lot of cosmetics.
Checked
And
at the maths.
I'd rather
And
have
it's like 204, I think.
and oh shit, yeah, that's way too many in my opinion. Because like, what the hell? Like at a certain point, what can you do as a cosmetic? Add like, what are they gonna do? Add like 10 different boxing fishes or like what? Like what's gonna happen? For example, I'm just thinking about bow duels. What the fuck are they gonna add that somewhat relates to bow? Are you gonna get like a custom bow name or something, dude? Like
Probably
I don't think it's gonna be
projectile
very good.
thing. Particles.
I mean, maybe yeah, but
But that's
everyone
useless.
at the top literally has it off anyways. Anyone that's competitive in the game has all the particles and shit off. And I don't know, it just seems dumb that everyone's gonna get so many cosmetics just for being alive because everyone's already gonna have it. Because literally, like everyone already has like most of the titles up to iron or whatever. There's some people that have like so many godlikes and shit. Like this is the only time that those motherfuckers will actually have something going for them. Like all the overall mains, they're gonna be so happy right now. They're all like jumping in their chair. Oh my god, 80 cosmetics for me! Ah." They're gonna be so happy with this. But other than that, I don't see it being good. And I hope that they were like the reward, like I want to say rarity, but there's not really a rarity to it. But like I don't know, the exclusiveness or whatever, or the quality of the cosmetic is gonna go up by title. That would make sense if they do it like that. Like for example, I think I told you that earlier. Let's say there's some like parkour ascended cosmetic and it's like the craziest shit ever.
Like a
Then
rainbow
maybe I
title or
guess it's
something.
worthwhile for people to grind. Yeah, maybe like something crazy, very exclusive thing, like for top grinders, I guess. I do remember from like the update, that the what's it called? The admin responded to it. If you remember, like they responded to Jack's post, and I remember them saying something like that they want to clean up the chat because it's too like cluttered with colors and all the icons and shit. I really hope that's the first screenshot is not what they mean because that's fucking retarded. Like why is it all the same color?
Yeah.
Like that looks so dumb. So I mean, I really hope it's not that. It could be that. If it is, that would be dumb. But
I think that's just a
I'll
bug
see
on
on that.
the alpha server.
I don't know. Maybe yeah.
Unless the admin who took
That's
that
still so
SS
retarded.
had gold only on. And it's also not even bolded, so I'm going to assume it's a bug on their part.
Okay,
In
but
their private little
why does
server.
he have no? Why does he have like no icons or no anything?
I
It's
think
just
it's just the
one,
bare
two, three, four,
bones.
but those are not positions. Yeah,
It
I
could be the bare
guess.
bones.
So
Just to like test it out.
by the screenshot alone, you can see you have 105 unclaimed rewards. So like all those people have all of that to claim. I don't know how good that is. Like also, I just don't know what it's gonna be. Like I'm like speculating it's gonna be all shit. Maybe it's all good, but like there's only so much you can add to duels as a cosmetic. So I'm guessing it has to be lobby wise because like for most of the modes, what can you do in game? Like in classic duels, like what are you gonna do in game? You can add as a cosmetic. Like in boxing, sure you can do a fish in TNT duels. Like I don't know, Jack's proposal said you could do like armor or something because it doesn't change the gameplay. But what can you do in classic or like UHC? There's anything you could do. I feel like.
Might just be random
So yeah, I don't know.
rewards. Not
Yeah,
even relevant to the mode. Like victory
I don't know how I'm
dances,
gonna feel about it.
trails.
I mean, yeah, I guess. But does this just rework everything? And like, so all the existing rewards are just gonna be added to like, I don't know. So does that mean that I'm getting like, let's say I have Skywar's Legend, right? So I'm assuming because Skywar's the Skywar's color is at what 2.5k kills, but now that they have to
Mhm.
revamp the reward system and it's all based on titles, like flat titles, which would be 2k for Legend then. Unless they move it up to Grandmaster. So does that mean I have the color now, even though I didn't have it before? Like all that stuff. I feel like it's dumb to add it to that
Yeah.
way. I feel like they should have just add on to what they already had. There's no need to make some like fake Angels of Descent for duels or something. Like it's not
So
even
you think
really
it should
that,
be?
but you know what I mean?
You
Like
think
a
it should
whole
be
new
kept to
thing.
5 per mode?
Yeah, maybe 5. Yeah, just
That's
like the
already the
preview would always
case.
say, like
Yeah.
the red thing, like coming soon. Yeah, I don't know what mode has the most right now. Probably like 3 or something. But this is I don't know. Could be too much, honestly.
hmm Do you think this
Yeah.
promotes spotting?
Another
Do you think this
spotting.
promotes spotting?
It might. It depends. The thing is, people only really bought to get like the rewards, but I feel like it would be dumb to bot on an alt because who cares about having the rewards on an alt? So people would have to bot on their main, and then that risks a ban. Of course, I'm not sure if people are actually going to do that. If they're that and also it just depends. If there's like some crazy reward, right? Like let's say I'm gonna go like very speculating right here. Let's say they add like the rainbow kill message or something like re-added because I know it's I don't know, I think it's from a battle pass from like ages
Yeah.
ago where you could
2021.
get it and then yeah, people actually have it in duels. Like there's a bowman who has the rainbow thing duels. So maybe they add that, but then again, they're kind of ruining it the same way they did for Skywars. All those people had exclusive cosmetics. You couldn't get any more. Boom, they ruined it. There goes the value of your account. Is it gone? Any value it had is gone because now all the nuns can just get it too by playing 2 games. So yeah,
Mhm.
they might just ruin it. They might not. I have to see. July, I guess.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Right now, I don't think it's good. I think the gameplay might could be good. As they're adding mean, Spleef, I'm still not sure how that's gonna go because I feel like that's gonna be very ping-based game mode. Same for Quake, honestly. Like regular Quake is also just ping. If you have fucking 10 MS, you just win every game. Literally, you're basically in the future. And then Bed Wars rules, that's if they do it, let's say like Mindman, right? Like the bed fight, if it make it like that, where there's no shopkeeper and stuff, I think that could be good. But I feel like they would fuck it up if they add like a whole shopkeeper and stuff. Because then you might as well just add that to like Bed Wars itself and not duels. I feel like it should be duel and just always fair and like no buying shit and stuff. Just regular raw
Should be
fight
a fair
with like
1v1.
sword. Yeah, just a fair 1v1. Not about who has the fucking, I don't know, the crazy strategies of buying like 10 fireballs at the start of the game and boom, or some dumb shit like that. We'll have to see again.
Hmm.
And I don't know. I don't know if they're instantly going to add multiplayer to it as well, like a 2v2 or 3v3,
Probably.
4v4, because 4v4 technically already exists, so they wouldn't
Yeah.
do that. Maybe 2v2, flat trees.
2v2 will definitely happen.
Yeah, we already know
Surely.
that's going to get cheated the fuck out of. Everyone's
Oh,
going to
yeah.
be blatant as fucking that game.
I was going to be boosting it as
I already
well.
know a
It's
lot
going
of
to be like
people.
Bridge.
But yeah, people can probably boost that. I mean, the first, I don't know, like maybe 2 weeks of it dropping, they probably won't boost it yet because there's going to be too many actual people in the queue. But maybe once it dies down, and if there's like an actual 2v3 that dies just like Bridge does, people are going to instantly boost win streaks on it, cheat win
Yeah.
streaks, whatever, all the regular stuff. And people are probably already making bots for it as we speak, like fucking auto bridgers and stuff. I don't
Yeah,
even know, dude.
it's already a thing.
We'll have to see. Oh yeah, of course it is. So yeah, we'll have to see. Spleef duels, yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that. Like, I don't know, how can they make it interesting? Because this is just gonna be like one shovel, a little 50 by 50 map. 50 by 50 might even be too big, but like a little 50 by 50 snow map or something with just one layer. I feel like that could be pretty boring.
I mean, that's the
There's gonna
case
be
with
another
TNT.
brainless mode.
Yeah, it's going to be like TNT.
Yeah, they're gonna fuck it up. TNT was fun when it still had the layers and stuff, and then they just decided to make it flat for all the little grinders like shading and whatever, so they can optimize their fucking 2 wins per second gameplay.
Yeah.
Just leave some random over the map. It's all dumb. I
Is
don't
that
think.
it?
I don't know. I feel like they should just add. When it comes to updates, they should definitely like actually have duels players. Maybe be a moderator for the game mode, so they actually know what the fuck the community wants. Because I feel like these admins have never played the game. Because
Mhm.
looking at these like the gold titles, if that's actually it, this is not what anyone wants. Same
Yeah.
goes for all these fucking rewards. No one is looking forward to a fucking clownfish boxing fish. No one's looking forward to that. No one's go. Oh my
Yeah.
god, I'm gonna have to grind to boxing master for this. Oh. No, nobody gives a fuck.
So, what would you want an ideal update? Give it too long, didn't read.
An ideal update. Well, first
Yeah.
I wouldn't want all the games that don't have a color right now. I want them to get a color, and I kind of already know what colors. I think it's no debuff without one, and I feel like that should get like a different form of aqua. Then both should get either dark green or gray, and then whatever Bo doesn't get, give it to Sumo, and then I think all the modes have a color.
Hmm.
And then as far as like other rewards go, maybe add some random icons to just a few modes that don't have one yet, and maybe a couple victory dances. But I feel like they should make them like give them to the harder modes and give them to the more dead modes. Like I feel like if they really want to revive some of the dead, like the more dead modes, like no debuff and mega wolves or something, just give them like a crazy reward that everyone wants. Give them like a cool ass icon or something that actually makes you stand out and makes people want to play the game, so that
Hmm.
those player counts can go up. But realistically, the only thing I'm looking forward to at the duel update is just slight increase in player count. If I notice bow queuing, I might just start playing it again. But as of now, I don't know. No motivation when the game is just dying and dying and dying, you know?
Yeah. So, you think this update's like bloatware pretty much? It just has useless rewards.
I mean, I don't know. They didn't fucking, like, I don't know. Did they actually pick like the worst reward to display or like what? Because a clownfish, boxing fish does not seem like something anyone would want
Hmm.
anyone to go, except like an actual boxing player maybe is happy with it. Most of the actual boxing players like already have it, so there's nothing to work to for them. Unless like the
Yeah.
godlike whatever division thingies give something cool.
I mean, it does
Yeah, I don't
say
know.
highly subject to change, so it's not
And
100%.
yeah, still. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I hope people will maybe leave some critique below the post. Maybe I might even do it. Not that it's gonna, anyone's gonna see it or the admins really give a fuck, but we'll have to see. And yeah, I don't know. The title color still, I don't know. They still confuse me. If that's actually what they're talking about, because I do still remember what they said. And like as a reply to Jack's post, like up the chat, if this is what they mean, then they fucked it up.
I
Yeah,
really
we'll
doubt
see.
it. This seems like an extreme change.
They changed Skywars extremely. Like literally, everyone got double stars. They added
True.
like a bunch. Like they might as well just do it to duels. You never know. Or maybe they
Yeah.
like add universal schemes or something for titles. Like I don't know, like red, blue, green, and like it displays your title in that, and you need like a certain whatever wins in whatever mode.
Mhm.
Maybe they do that, and like that's how you
Fun
can change your
schemes.
title. And maybe yeah, I wouldn't really mind it, but it depends how they look. The schemes on like longer titles, it might look better than shorter
Mhm.
titles.
Yeah, so they said originally Q2 of 25, but they say they're going to release it in July. We can hope, I guess. um, it's good that they're actually going to add the Quakecraft duels, so that there won't just be an empty podium in the lobby anymore. But that means they will have to like redesign at least how the podiums are laid out in the lobby, because
Yeah.
they're adding 3 modes and there's 2 empty podiums. So I can hope for the new lobby that I've been wanting for
Mhm.
forever. Division rewards. I mean, I think it makes sense considering how they have been doing, how they did Skywars, like with the cosmetics and stuff you get
Yeah,
for
yeah.
each kit. Kind of follows the same, design kind of thing. I'm a little worried about in the screenshot. I'm a little worried about the titles, how they look, that they're that gold color and they're not bold. Because even if you change the color, they stay bold. So I'm a little worried that they're going to unbold everything.
I think that might just be an alpha thing, like in their server. It's still like from
Probably
the
is,
OG
but
days. Yeah, but who knows?
Probably is, but I'm a little worried
I
because you
think they
never
would
know
have
what they do.
mentioned it. I think they would have mentioned
Yeah,
it if they did something
but
huge like that.
They didn't mention the lobby, and they're obviously going to change the lobby.
Yeah, we'll see.
Also, like I don't really understand what the depth of the rewards is going to be. I guess they didn't say that on purpose. They just said clownfish, boxing fish, so you can change the fish in boxing.
Yep.
Which is like like okay, but like that gives me no clue as to what any of the other ones could be. Like I'd assume it'd be cosmetics, but like are they gonna do like what I said in the other thing? Are they gonna do like like themes, like colors?
Oh yeah.
Is as some of the rewards, like are they gonna do that? Is that why they're all gold? Like are they gold by default and then you unlock colors? Like I don't know.
I don't think it's gonna be that extreme. Seems to be a
I don't think so.
simple
I hope
update.
not, but it
Yeah.
also says highly subject to change, so
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
The fact that every title is like a reward. Do you think that actually belongs in Duels?
I think that they're doing it by title. I think that actually makes sense. Like you can,
Yeah.
like getting the new title is already an accomplishment, and then like having a reward for it actually makes sense. Like that's actually good game design, which which I was I was actually happy that I saw that.
We'll also be cleaning up the
They
Duels
said,
menu to better
yeah,
future proof it.
I saw that. That's
Made
actually
specific
good
cosmetics. Yeah.
because I think that means like those empty slots that have been empty for years. And also like I constantly end up like explaining how to get into spots in the duels, like in the menu to people in the lobby. Because like it's kind of not intuitive, like as where all the things are.
Yeah.
Obviously I just kind of know at this point, but like it's not like I just forget where I'm clicking sometimes, like especially for like editing kits and stuff for Skywars.
Yeah.
Like I just don't know what I'm doing because I mean I don't do
That's
it
too
as
much
much. But
bloatware. Exactly.
yeah, but like you click like the kit editor and then you have to like select the specific kit that you're editing, but like you're not immediately in the select the kit to edit section, like you're in the, I don't know, right now it's confusing for kit editors I think, but yeah, I think that's good. They're gonna make it less bad.
Of course.
It's interesting they're gonna be rolling a small Quakecraft patch. I assume that means because like Skywars duels, there's like The Sky, I think it's still in there. The Skywars NPC
It's
is
still
in the
there, yeah.
Skywars lobby. So I assume they're going to do that,
Mhm.
which is, I guess, the reason for the patch. Well, aside
Like a
from
too long didn't
what
read.
they've said, I think the
Yeah.
schemes from
Mhm.
Skywars, that kind of a thing, I think that would be good.
So each one
I
gradients.
think, yeah, but I think if they do that, obviously the way that you get colors via winds would change. Like that would be completely different, especially
Mhm.
since they're doing like this Duelists Odyssey thing. So it would probably tie into that. It might be like overall wins or something, or it would be, I don't know, quests maybe. I don't know. They could do anything, but I
Mhm.
think that I think the best way to do the current like title colors would be if you reach that title, then you unlock the color,
Yeah.
like in any mode. So like if you reach, like I don't know, Sumo Ascended, then you have like light red for everywhere. I think that would be the best way to integrate the current colors with like the proper like schemes, like the gradient schemes.
Yeah. I was gonna hate on that proposal because everyone hates sumo
Yeah,
and classic.
but I mean like you can't. I don't know how else they do it to make it make sense. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Like unless titles just don't come with a color, like
Yeah,
by
there's
default,
many.
which that would be crazy to do. Honestly, that would be kind of absurd.
Yeah, there's many ways to do this.
They could also have all of the titles, like the fancy ones, be like a cosmetic, like that you can
Mhm.
buy with the tokens. Because everyone who has a lot of wins has like millions of tokens that just don't do anything.
What do you think about like the tree progression thing from Skywars and Murder Mystery?
I think it makes sense. I mean, it seems to be where they're going with every game. Uh,
Do you think that should be in Duels as well?
I think their version of it is the Duelists Odyssey thing. I think
Mhm.
that's just how it would have to go. Like especially because each game is so different. I think they probably tried to develop a centralized tree kind of thing, and then they realized like like based on what
Too
this
many
is, you'd
modes.
have to just go around playing a bunch of modes to progress down the
Yeah.
tree, or you would get a bunch of wins in one mode and you'd be at the top of the tree still or the bottom, however it's laid out.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they probably thought of that first, and then they moved to this. Like each mode has its own individual path, which I think works better because the modes are so different.
Yeah.
Especially with them adding Spleef and Bed Wars and Quake. Like I don't think. I mean, there's already parkour and bridge and bow Spleef. Like those are not, like just PvP in an arena.
Yeah. How do you feel about this being like one of the first updates in like 3 years or 4?
I can't believe it's been that long since the titles. Honestly, like it really does not feel like that long ago. It's kind of crazy.
But you think this update's decent?
It could be. I think if
Or at least what you see for now.
from what I see for now, I mean, I'm taking everything like super critically, which I know is bad because they even specify like 3 times that like everything's up to change.
Yeah.
But like them being gold, like it makes me suspicious. Like the titles in the screenshot being gold makes me
that's actually an
suspicious.
error. That's an accident.
I know,
You don't have to
but
pack
like
them.
I know, but then there's like obviously like these menus. I don't think they look that great. But obviously those will change probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. Seems good having paths for different duels, and then like
Yeah.
I hope it would have like lobby cosmetics, like similar to Skywars, like the Falling Angel cloak. Maybe you have like
Oh yeah.
you can like you're showing instead of like just having the title above your head, maybe it like shows some kind of particle, or maybe you have like your division number, like your position, like falling around you, kind of like the Falling Angel.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think they could do a lot of cool things. Like there's a lot of Skywars stuff for like the lobby and like I don't know, stuff like that. They could do a lot. They know they can do a lot. They have all the other games.
Yeah, no, I like the thought of every mode having rewards. I don't know if they'd be unique between modes. One thing that might be nice is if modes that have like a significantly higher win count on the leaderboards like Sumo and Classic, if they either had more rewards or they spaced them out more. So if you were to get a reward of some description every like 1,000 wins for a mode like UHC or Bridge. Maybe make that either every 2,000 or something, or just add more rewards, because it's going to be a long time before people reach 200,000 wins in anything other than Sumo or Classic. You could do it for TNT, because that's also very fast, but depending on what kind of rewards you get, I think the new system could be good. I don't know if there are any loot tables that have been released, but I don't think Duels coins would be particularly useful. So maybe, I don't know, bridge cages, hats, rod trails, particle trails, like just the normal stuff. But any kind of new cosmetic would be cool.
And what do you want in an update?
It would be really nice to see daily win streaks come back from before the current update that Duels is in at the moment, because
Yeah, I remember.
it was just a very nice thing to be able to look at and work towards and kind of take pride in, I guess. And I'm pretty sure they removed that so that I think their reason was to stop people from cheating to get high daily win streaks. That's clearly not worked, so why not bring them back? I think revamping Bridge to draw more attention to the dead game modes or the dead sub modes of Bridge, 4 teams, because those might have like 1 or 2 queues per day, and potentially if they, I don't really know what they do apart from put Bridge in its own lobby, which I don't know, could work. Apart from that, I don't know what they could do, but some way of drawing more attention to the lesser played modes in Bridge would be nice, because those leaderboards have been very, very, very inactive for a long time. Apart from that, fixing the kits and Skywars and Blitz duels would be cool, because in the I don't even know if it's a shadow patch, but they nerfed every kit pretty much. Certainly all the viable ones for getting fast wins. I think it's probably worse for Skywars duels. Blitz isn't so bad in my
Pretty
experience.
sure it's only
but
the ranked kits that got nerfed.
Yeah, it's just only the rank kits, but it makes it very much slower and probably a bit less safe. But that's maybe
The kits.
yeah. So only the rank kits got nerfed. But if those were returned to how they were, I don't think there was any problem with how they were before. Really, maybe I'm biased, but that's my opinion at least.
What do you think about the new modes like Spleef, Bed Wars, Quake?
I think they're all really good ideas. I would say they'd probably be pretty fun to play, and Bed Wars might draw a lot of the Bed Wars community over to Duels, which could either be a good or a bad thing. But Spleef should be fun. Again, it'll draw people from different communities or other servers entirely, which would be good for Duels. And Quake will do the exact same thing. I think doubles modes could have worked, certainly for Bed Wars, maybe not Spleef, but Quake doubles I think could be a thing as well. I think that would give a lot more scope for people to grind and enjoy the game. I remember when I first heard about the update, there were people talking about Classic and Sumo doubles, and I think this is a hot take to most people, but I would have really liked to see those added, because Classic and Sumo are 2 very fundamentally boring game modes unless you're doing something else as well. So having a teammate would definitely make you more tolerable to play a lot in one session. But yeah, the new modes don't seem bad at all. They would have just been nice to see doubles modes get added as well.
Firstly, we have good news, because the update, as they said in their little developer update is posed to release in July. So finally, we have like an official month span date. Next up, they were talking about releasing their own sort of, I believe it's called the Duelist Odyssey, which is an interesting little name, and basically giving each mode an own path, which rewards you can claim. So what I kind of think this is going to be like is, I don't know if you guys know, I forget what it's called, but it's the Murder Mystery update. Whenever they revamped that. Yes. So what I'm thinking they do is they kind of add a little tree for each mode, which honestly, I don't know how to feel about that. That could be good, could be bad. It all kind of just depends on how they implement it. But having a lot of rewards for a mode would not be a bad thing, at least. At least I don't think so. It just depends on, like what kind of like quirks they add to it, and if they do, I don't know. It can go either way. But so far, I think it's pretty cool. Next up, and kind of like the second image they've added is just a little bit of like a revamp on the menu, because before, just like changing the cosmetic system, like how it looks, because you can see in the picture when they're looking at the path of boxing duels, you have all the different divisions. So you have the gray, what's it called, dye. I assume that's for rookie. Then white is for iron. The gold dye or the yellow dye is for gold. So you can see that they've changed the menu, and it's now like in a percent form and wins form. But you can already see that they're adding like, I do think it is going to be a tree, because you can see just by reaching 1,000 wins, you get a little cosmetic. And that's not in any duels mode except for parkour, which you get the color at 1,000 wins. But I think that they'll add like probably a decent amount of stuff for each mode, because you can see just in the menu, like there's a lot of little icons and stuff, and that's specifically for boxing. So I think that'll be pretty cool. It depends on how much stuff they add. I'm hoping for new icons and colors in the modes that don't have them. That's basically just all that I want. Anything extra is just like a little cherry on top. And then also, these aren't in the developer blog, but this was from Motor Gorilla joining the Quakecraft server. But he asked them about a couple of things, and effectively what he said is, you unlock rewards in Quakecraft Duels, which then can transfer over to Quakecraft the game mode. So that's pretty cool.
Huh.
I mean, I don't play any Quakecraft really, but I mean, any Quake mains, they'll find that interesting. That's something that doesn't really affect Duels, but what I've heard in the Quakecraft server is a couple of the rewards will be cases and stuff. So you'll be able to customize your guns. I assume it depends on how they update it, but either they'll allow you to already use different lasers, because that's how Quake works, is like they're different color lasers and stuff, or that'll be another thing you unlock in like the division tree, is like certain like the black laser, I think costs like 500,000 coins in Quake, and that's like the most sought after laser because it looks really clean and it's the most expensive one. But I can imagine them doing something like that, where you have to unlock like X amount of wins to unlock the black laser,
Yeah.
or something like that. But that's about it, though. Very cool. Depends on how they update it and implement it. Hopefully, it'll go really well.
Mhm.
But very good that they've confirmed it for July. So that's about it.
Do you think they should continue doing that thing where it, like, links to the main mode for like Skywars and Bed Wars? We have to win like X amount of duel wins, and you'll unlock a special cosmetic for the main mode.
I think that would be pretty cool, because that way, like how in Skywars, after you get X amount of stars, I don't know what it is, but you can unlock the aura where your stars are floating around you, and that's in
Yeah.
any lobby. I don't think there's a single thing which Duels has like that. Like all your titles are you can only use in the Duels lobby. Pretty much all your progress, I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you can't do anything like that. So it would be really cool if they add stuff like that, where you can kind of like show off your progress in other modes, and that would be a good
Yeah.
way of doing that. Like, let's say if you get this is just an arbitrary number, but let's just say if you get 10,000 Skywars wins, then you get some cool little like nod to Duels whenever you play actual Skywars. That'd be really cool, because it shows off your Duels progress in other lobbies and other games. So I think that
Yeah.
would be a pretty cool feature.